It doesn't get any simpler than this. A head of cabbage, a link of smoked sausage, your choice, a medium sweet yellow onion, garlic salt, and black pepper. Hey y'all, it's Lippy. You saw the ingredients. I mean, it don't get any easier than this. But this is a subscriber's request, smothered cabbage. I believe I did one at the start of this YouTube journey. But I've learned the camera since then. So, we're gonna rock this out. We're fixing to make smothered cabbage. And if I feel like it, I might do some hot water cornbread. But here you go. Okay, what I like to do is take the outer leaf off. Now it's hard. Anything that's soft, I do remove, and I do cut the bottom of the core off. And I'm just gonna come in and cut it in half, okay? You see this core right here? I'm gonna set it down, because that's where I actually cut the bottom. And I'm just gonna come in and make a V, and we're gonna remove this core. Let me go back in a little bit deeper. There we go. You don't really want to eat that core. There we go. And that's it. And I'll show you how I chop one side, and then I'll finish the other. So I'm just gonna come down. Now this really is to your preference, but I dice mine. I'm gonna turn it. And my cuts are about like this, okay? Now let me show you. You see this rib here? That was on the other cut. I do remove that rib. I've got my porcelain inlay pot. That's what I pulled out. Normally I do it in a cast iron. I put about a tablespoon of oil. And this is a hot pot. We're gonna add the sausage. And this is really just to get our fat up. And we're just gonna brown this just for a minute and then remove it. We're letting it get some good charred marks on it. It won't take but a minute. There we go. And just remove it. Maybe 2 minutes, guys. Because we'll be adding this back once we get the onions tenderized. But we wanted to get some charred marks on the sausage. That medium sweet onion is going in. Now we're sitting on about a 9. I did not want to crank that heat down. Oh, I forgot to share with y'all, we will be adding red pepper flakes. Okay, we've got them translucent. We've got a little bit of char on the bottom of the pot, and that's what you want. We're going to turn it down to about a medium. And you'll see why in just a minute. Because this is what's going to give you the color. Now we're going to come in with the cabbage. We're sitting on medium heat. Now whatever you do, do not add any seasoning at this point. Remember, we did salt the cabbage. Because all the seasoning's going to do is stick to the pot. You have to get the cabbage tender before you add any seasoning, because you want the cabbage to have flavor, not stick to the pot. And that salt that's in there is going to clean up the bottom of this pot. We're on about a medium heat. I'm going to crank mine up till about an 8, because I want to get that bottom clean. Okay, it's been about 2 minutes. I'm trying to see if I can show y'all. See, that bottom of that pot is getting very clean. I'm still sitting, well, actually I'm between an 8 and a 9. So high heat. Now what we're gonna do is put a lid on it. Turn it down to about a 6 for about 5 minutes. But now keep checking it, okay? As soon as it gets to the consistency that you like. We still like ours with a small bite. But I'll show you. So probably about 5 minutes. And all that's doing is tenderizing the cabbage before we add the seasoning. All right, I just took the lid off. I want to show you. See how much moisture? That's why you don't want to add water. I want it to tenderize a little bit more. I let it go about 2 more minutes, and it's exactly where we prefer it. All right, a little bit of black pepper. Now remember, you have to season to taste, y'all. I am going to put just a little bit of red pepper flakes. Now, here is a hint. If you taste, which I did, if you taste your cabbage before you start cooking it, and it's a bitter cabbage, you know, cabbage is naturally sweet. If it's bitter, you can just put a pinch of sugar. At this point, it would take the bitter out. Now, I'm not going to go heavy with the garlic salt because we did already put salt in it. It looked like a lot on camera, maybe a half a teaspoon, guys. And we are almost there. Moisture starting to come out with the lid off. Would you look at this? Smothered cabbage. And a little chow chow on the side. What? So there you go. We're going to taste test. I'm hungry anyway. It's been a busy day. Okay. Here goes. Now, like I said, I like a little bite to mine. Y'all don't need to see this. I believe it was Mr. Allen. Thank you. You know, sometimes we forget. Y'all. Delish. Okay. Not gonna chew? Well, yeah, I am. I gotta chew. But here you go, Mr. Allen. I am going to do some hot water cornbread and get everything else cleaned up. And I'll see you on the next one. But until then, stay safe, stay well. And God bless. Thank you, Mr. Allen.